If you don't know who this is one of my favorite people on the planet.
We are Bitcoin only in this house.
Ah, a plate of mushy pea. It's very you. It's very green.
Oh, very appetizing.
Welcome to Britain, where we have absolutely awful food. Chaz, well, I was going to ask you, okay, what do you think... So, I'll show it. What do you think this one is?
Ooh.
All right.
What do you think it is?
Well, it's French fries.
Chips.
Or,
we call them chips.
Crisps. Or chips.
Yeah.
Chips.
Yeah,
I don't know. Eggplant? What is that?
This is a British thing. We deep fry everything. So it's not fish, because that's what we're famed for, fish and chips. This is something you can also get in a fish shop.
Oh, no. Haggis?
No, it's not haggis. You guaranteed you actually eat one of these regularly, because they are tasty. They go with tomato and lettuce.
Is it McDonald's fish fillet?
Nope, no. This, my friend, is a deep fried beef burger. It's a burger, deep fried.
It's a burger.
Yeah, it's a burger.
You can get it at a fish market.
Okay, right, so this is what this is.
It's like a...
Oh my goodness.
It's a fried chicken head.
Okay,
Dear.
that we don't normally have in the UK. That's even... Oh, goodness. That might be a bit far just for me. Yeah, that's not a real thing. Okay, let's not have that one. So, this happened very recently. It's about my dad. So, for context, my dad, he's 73 years old. Yeah, he's a bit of an old boy. He's fit as fire, though. He loved my dad to bits. But there's no getting around the fact he's 73 years old. When it comes to technology, what do you have to do for people that are over the age of, 60? You have to help them, don't you? You got to help them out, like, he's like, oh, excuse me, little Jimmy, what button do I press here? That kind of thing. My dad is exactly like that, he doesn't even know what his ringtone is. So, he's... Okay. Well, the thing is, it might be disappointing, I don't know, it made me laugh. So, he's walking along with Luna, and he hears his phone going ding, 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 ding. So he pulls his phone out, checks his phone, nothing. No one's rang him, no one's texted him, no one's WhatsApped him, nothing. Puts his phone back in the pocket, walks on a little bit more. Ding, 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 ding. Sure enough, pulls his phone out. Nothing. Nothing on the screen, he even opens it. And then he turns around and realizes it's not his phone making the noise. There's a cyclist ringing the bell behind him trying to get past. And he's... he's just thinking, he's like, my phone's going off. He's like, There's just a cyclist behind him. Oh, I love my dad so much. By the way, in Berlin, okay, there's an actual kebab stand just like this one, okay? And it's absolutely... the best kebab in the world.
Kebabs. Listen, you want burger?
Burger.
It's my burger.
Sir, would you like burger?
Would you like burger,
sir?
Would you like burger? Would you like a fucking burger, man?
Okay, so basically, my story is like 2 stories in one, with like a little bonus one that you two would know about. This is on my way to my second Anthrocon. My friend lived in Connecticut at the time, so he would fly to Chicago, we'd hang out for a day, and then we'd hop on the train from Chicago to Pittsburgh overnight. Now, this is the beauty of this story. That was the setting. So we get to Union Station, which is the station that takes us out, because that's the Chicago one, and we're sitting there, and what do you know? There's 2 full fursuiters in the lobby, and we're like, huh, who are they? And then we're like, we go up to them and say hello, right? And the cool thing is about Amtrak, when you ride the train, they don't check your carry-ons, and your carry-ons can count as multiple suitcases, which is what we did. So we go and talk to them, and then we go to board the train. We go and get on the train, and then we get on, fine, awesome, everything's mellow, and then an hour in, we go and look around at who's on the train. We ended up being in the car full of furries, and then like half of them were in full suit on the way.
Oh man.
Some of these guys had liquor in their carry-ons, full
Perfect.
bottles.
Perfect.
And then my friend also had like 3 bottles in his suitcase. So then it became
That sounds
a
like
rager
me.
on the train overnight. My friend is sitting there with his fursuit half off. He's sitting there in the train car, right? Overlooking into the darkness of Ohio somewhere. And then he's sitting there chugging through an entire giant pink bottle of liquor, and he goes through the entire thing. And I'm like, what are you thinking? You're insane. He's like, nah. We're like, what's your problem?
He's like,
He's
I'm
like,
good.
I have a problem. I'm like,
I'm good. I don't have a problem.
He's like, absolutely.
You have a problem.
30 like furries on this train going to the exact same con that day. All on this overnight.
Oh man.
You know those photos of a bunch of furries on the plane with like their fursuit heads and everything? Imagine that, but in a train with lots of alcohol.
Sounds like hell.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Sounds like Ohio.
Because it got to a point where people were throwing shit at each other. We arrive at Anthrocon the next morning. Great! My friend is like half out of fursuit, just kind of like fucked off and hung over, and we're like, okay. We gotta get your ass to the hotel. You're the guy whose name is on the hotel. So we need your ass to get up and check us in. So two of the other fursuiters that were on that train ride had to help my friend.
Oh man.
Oh boy. How out of it was he?
God.
It was very
good
funny.
grief.
These two full suiters that were in suit at the train station the night before. Fuck you. Anyway, they were in suit the entire train ride, and then they were in suit the entire day after. They never got out of their suit once. It blew my mind. I'm like, what the hell? How are you guys surviving? That must be miserable. They're like, nah, we're fine. We've done this before. I'm like,
Do they have like one of the mini AC fans inside?
no. But no, my friend was wasted. We managed to get into the hotel, and then he passed out. The next morning, we were up at the Reg line before it opened, like 3 hours open.
Not gonna lie,
my
I think
God.
a convention on like an overnight train would be a cool thing. You know, like it goes backwards and forwards, but the
Actually?
entire convention
Yeah, it
is
was
on
it was
the
a
train.
9-hour train.
You could
It
do
was a-
that.
So that's that one big story, and then the other one is the one that you two know about. I was hanging out with y'all for the reasons that you knew I was hanging out with y'all, right?
Us two.
And then the one night where you two weren't in the room and me and Pup were in the room.
Oh, I know this
Oh
story.
my god! Oh my god!
One of the stickers
oh my
in
fucking god!
one of the stickers in my patron group chat is those chicken
Is
nuggets,
that
by the
really?
way. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god!
I love
Basically,
it. I love
when we
it.
got out of the room, we decided to like do a surprise thing. So me and Pup we're sitting there like, what can we do? Let's mess with them. Let's fuck with them a little. Because they were out doing whatever. We thought they were fucking somebody. Whatever. We don't care.
The
We get
flash
McDonald's,
party.
We're like, cool, nice. We have food.
Yeah.
We decide, let's do a meme. So we arranged the nuggets and fries that we had in like an okay hand flat on a bunch of napkins on a bench that said fucking mint with an okay hand on it.
And not CK, it
And
was
we
like
took a
double
picture
G
this
kind of
later.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking mint. And so we're like, okay, haha, this is really funny. So then we decide, okay, cool, we're gonna rig this audio, this music up to a speaker, and we're gonna hide behind the bed and surprise them when they show up.
You stole my speaker and fucking stole it.
So
That's what you also locked the door as well.
Scare them.
She locked the door. Hey, can we come in, please?
And then they show up, and there's what music was playing? I can't remember.
They've locked the door.
Yes, we did! Fuckers, get the camera. You better get the camera.
It's already on.
Oh, it is? Fuck yeah.
Oh
Wait,
no.
what happened to not laughing?
What have they done? I want to go to bed.
Hold on.
Oh, I hate you so much. Can I go to bed now? What's with all these chicken nuggets, by the way?
We wanted to get McGriddles, but it was not available.
I'm having one for that.
Have fun. There's plenty. Cool. Oh, you're not expecting it.
It was.
God, I love the fucking
Oh
counter.
man.
Oh my god. You guys were just so confused. you.
We were just
I
so done at
remember.
that point. I was so tired at that point. Like I had 2 big black bags under my eyes from being that tired.
It was funny though.
And then I walk into the
Oh, that
room,
was funny.
and Pup Noah is just basically twerking on the bed, going, "You out of your mind!"
I turn around and walk straight back out the door.
Yeah. I mean, I think both of us
Dude,
pretty
that
much
was-
did that.
That was such a great night,
Well,
honestly.
Maverick, a poor
Oh
Englishman
my
that was
God.
so tired, had to put up with 2 Americans being American. And I'm like,
And
I am
had to
too
put up with
tired.
that shit.
No.
I had to put up with
you.
that shit, and I'm American.
Hold up. There's another part of the story. You sit back down, Kira. I'm taking over for the second part.
Okay.
There's another part to this. Okay, hold
Wait a
on.
minute, what part? I don't remember. I don't remember, and I'm scared.
I think it was pretty much the same night. At this point, I am like super tired. And I'm like, I want to just go to bed. But
Yep.
there were 2 other guys in our room. These guys wanted to go and party again. So I'm like, yeah, sure. But I want to go to bed. So I'm going to get some sleep. But this one, for some reason, feels bad that he's leaving me behind. Even though I want to go to bed. Like, because I'm so knackered. I go to bed. I put my head down on the pillow. Yeah, I have a very relaxing night's sleep, while this one goes off and parties. So, I wake up the next morning. There's a little bit of a rustling coming from the business center. The hotel room had a big table in it, and it was one for, having meetings in. I got up, did my hair a little bit, even though it was very scruffy in the morning, usual spiel and stuff like that. I walk into the room with the big table, and here are 4 people, including Shooter, all just sat around the table, and he looks like he's about to die. He's green. If you look at the color of Maverick's tummy right here, he was that color. I think it was rainbow. He basically just says, "Shooter, do you want to explain yourself?" And I could just tell, like Shooter was just not in the mood to put up with any crap, because he was hungover. Like, he was the most hungover I could have ever seen a human being at this point. He just basically said, yeah, I went out. I had a bit to drink, and I threw up all over their floor in their hotel room.
Oh no.
So Shooter had went out to have a good night out, and he had a bit too much, and just basically covered their bedroom floor.
Like, I didn't clean it up. It was the maid.
He doesn't clean up his own puke. And just
I was
basically
sick as hell. I've learned my lesson.
But it's just the fact that I was like, yeah, I'm glad that I did the thing that I wanted to do, which was go to sleep and have a really nice night in. But you had stayed up all night, hungover out your mind, basically. So I just woke up, and it was really funny. Yeah, you just had to be there. But the fact that they were all, it was like they were sat around the table counseling him. Like, now this is why you don't
Ready
drink.
to have a meeting?
Yeah.
The
It's
worst
the fact that
part, the worst part, I wasn't even just in normal clothes. I was in my t-shirt walking down the street in Chicago
In winter.
in December.
Yeah, but it was still very, very
By the
cold.
way,
It was a
Corey,
really snowy
I was
one.
still in my pup harness.
But it's like, it was like they were all just waiting for me to wake up, just so they could, like, you know, it was like, you know, being outside the principal's office, like, he's done a very bad thing here. Bah!
Oh my god.
Look at this outfit.
He's a femboy.
He's a good femboy. Day 3 in the Big Brother house. The roommates all sit around with...
No! Stop! This is not a casting couch, sir!
I used to work at a construction place for insulation. I would go in and insulate homes. One day we got a job to actually go insulate a mansion. We arrived there. There's nothing on the walls. Like, no work has been done other than the plumbing, the electrical, and this, that, and the other thing. Like, no drywall or anything like that. So my team leader basically goes, right, I'm gonna do the ceilings while you guys do the rest of the house. I was relegated to the job of doing the entryway, which was about 30 feet tall. It's big.
Pretty big.
And I was also relegated to the garages, where there were 7 of, by the way.
Wow.
And for some reason, they had a tour bus entrance in the back of the back garage. garage. We get to work. It takes a couple days. On the second day, my team leader, Denny, goes, "Hey, I want you to do that archway. Why don't you go up and take the pick with you? Take your stilts, metal stilts I would put on that would jack up all the way to 9 feet." My team leader, Denny, being a dick, wanted to take all of the cheese, which was the easy work, and then delegate all the hard work to me. I started doing the work. And unfortunately, the way that I had to set up the pick, there was about an inch of clearance on either side. And I was about 20, 30 feet up. We had left material underneath in that doorway because we always exited through the garages just because that was closer to the trucks. So we would pile up the insulation at the front door for pickup at the end of the day. The pick slips. I fall 25 feet.
Oh, man.
Like, we would keep things like razor blades, like all of our scrap in those bags, so we could take them out of the house. I fell 25 feet onto razor blades, insulation, and whatever else was in those bags. 25
dude, that sounds
feet.
Painful, man.
I am lucky to be alive and to have come out with
They should have
just
given you
bruises.
some good workers comp for that. Good grief.
Yeah, you could get some money from that, dude.
Funny story. You know what they told me? Get up, you're fine.
Tough shit.
You kidding?
Tough,
Go
tough
Think
shit,
of
you're
all the
fine.
VR models you could have
Welcome
bought.
to U.S. worker conditions.
Straight to
What's that,
HR,
Jimmy? You
that.
broke your leg. You're fucked. You're fired.
Well, understand this company was not of the norm. They didn't follow safety regulations.
So they did not listen to OSHA. Got it.
You know what they would have done to me? Because I wasn't technically hired, they had me over a barrel because apparently they didn't sign the paperwork on their side. So I was
What?
working for cash. They were always like, "Hey, we'll pay you cash until we get you into the system," sort of thing.
That sounds a bit like tax avoidance, almost.
Sounds a bit sketch.
Kind of. It was a really bad company.
taxes.
I'm not going to defend any of it. Hey, by the way, if you report it, we're going to be like, we never had you hired. What are you talking about? You were never on that job. We don't have you on our logs.
That's messed up, man. That's so crazy.
If I had landed wrong, I would have died.
Year reference 2019, 2018? Hello again. There was this dude, okay, that decided to go and take nude photographs in the public gym of the hotel, and he posted that on Twitter and online. The hotel found out about that and were none too happy. So the hotel were like, "We want him out. Get him out of the convention." And fair enough. Basically just posted these pictures online of him flashing in the gym. Hello. What are you doing? I'm streaming.
Next time I'll take my hand off. I'm sorry.
It's like, it was very handsy. Turns out, like about 2 days into the convention, he hadn't gone home. This person that was supposed to be banned, and Sky was at a party with him. There was I think it was like a latex party that was going on. There was a noise complaint. Skyware was there. I wasn't here for this bit. Skyware was there, and he told me there was a big on the door. The head of security was there, and they all go in. It's like, "Look, we just need to, warn you about the noise. There's been a bit of a noise complaint or something." It was something along the lines of that. And then the head of security just spots him because he was like hiding in a corner. He was like, "You out. You're not supposed to be here." So there was like a forceful eviction, basically. He wouldn't go, so they had to drag him out. And this is where I was. I was in the lobby, and I caught part 2 of this. And I see him just getting dragged out of the front door. I catch the second part of that after he's been evicted. Like, Skyware is in a party somewhere else, and I just happen to catch the second part of them getting thrown out. Don't take nude pictures at in a public gym. Especially if it's going to be published online.
I'll wait until the con's over first.
Yeah. Snowy in the chat just said that there's a nudist bicycle ride that happens every year here in the UK. I need to find out where that is.
I need to be a true American and flip my steak. I will be right back. 1 second.
Wait, he's actually got a steak in it. Okay. Chaz. Oh, chat. Chaz is bent over right now. We can get a good peek. Let's go. Look at that.
That's a 7 out of 10 ass. You probably, if you.
What do you mean 7 out of 10? It's Chaz. It's a 10 out of 10. That. Although you don't know the behind the scenes of this ass. Actually, do you know that's a very good point. If you're straight, then you're probably not going to be that interested. But This is
Yeah.
Chaz, who's flipping a steak right now for his 2 buns right here. Holy cow. Hey up, doggos, just letting you know that if you want to see more episodes like this and see them early, then do consider subscribing to my Patreon. All patrons get early access to videos. Also, if you want to get a VR chat model like mine, we are in affiliation with Julia Winterpaw, so if you want to get a model just like mine, then my affiliate link is down in the description below. Thank you for watching the video, guys, and I shall see you guys in the future video. Have a good night, everybody.
Sweet lady, queen,